Welcome back to my channel, guys. On today I will show you how to make a meatless soup joumou. As you can see, I have everything cut up. I do have some potatoes. I will be using some turnip. We have some celery, carrots, and then I have some yellow yam, guys. All right. And also, guys, I will be using some cabbage. And then we also have these leaves here that I will also use. And here are what they look like. All right, guys. And we have some squash. I have some squash here that I will be using. And I also have fresh pumpkin, guys, that I cut up, I boiled, and I smashed it. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. All right, to our pot, I'm gonna add some oil. As usual, guys, I'm using grapeseed oil. And then to my oil, I have some onion and also some garlic that I'm gonna add. Remember, this is meatless. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of my epis. Okay, guys? A little bit more like that. So we're gonna allow this to cook. And my stove is on high. Add in a few cloves. All right, guys? All right, guys, we're gonna allow our onions to saute. All right, guys, now what I will go ahead and do is I'm gonna add my homemade vegetable broth that I made. If you do not know how to make your vegetable broth, that's fine. Just go ahead and buy a store-bought one. So we adding in our vegetable broth like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more water because we're gonna make a nice amount of soup. I'm gonna go ahead and add my vegetables in. And I'm gonna start off with my yellow yams, my carrots, my celeries, because your potatoes do not take long to cook, so you don't wanna add them too early so they won't break up. So I'll let the yam cook halfway, and then I'll go ahead and add in my potatoes and my turnips. I'm gonna go ahead and add all of them in, then I'll come back and show you what I do next. It's to a boil now. I will go ahead and add in my leaves. And you can make your leaves smaller or bigger. It's totally up to you. And I mean, there's no particular order, guys, to put this in. As long as everything's in. All right. And now, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add have some fresh parsley and some fresh thyme. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little taste. Because our vegetable broth, I did not use any seasoning, no salt, anything when I was making it. So now we're gonna season. I'm gonna use this vegetable seasoning. I will also use some of my adobo. I'll use some seasoning salt, guys. I'll use some garlic powder. Just like that. Give it a stir. And if you have your little vegetable bouillon cubes, you can go ahead and use that as well. All right, guys. It needs just a little bit more salt, but I'm not going to add it in now. Let me also add in some black pepper, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in my pumpkin, guys. Okay, this was a fresh pumpkin, like I said. Just let it cook until it was soft, and then mash it down with this spoon here. All right, guys. So we're gonna take it and we're gonna stir it in. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and use my squash. And this is frozen squash, guys. You can get it from Publix, Bravo, Presidente. They are all three of those places carry it. So what I did was I put mine in the microwave, guys, so I can heat it up because I didn't want to drop it into my soup so it wouldn't change our temperature, because we want our soup to be nice and good. We don't want it to have like that cold taste to it. Okay. I have 3. Since I'm making a lot of this, I'm going to end up using all 3. And you're going to notice how it's going to start thickening up, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my vegetables in. I'm going to put the lid on and let it come back to a boil. Then we'll go ahead and add our macaroni. All right, guys, I'm going to start breaking in my spaghetti. I just happen to like to use this one, but you can use whichever you like. Guys, I'm using this spaghetti here. All right, it's a product of Haiti. Love it, love it, love it, guys. And I find this around January, but all throughout the years, I don't usually find that in the store. And I get that from Bravo by my house. And not all Bravos carry it, but they do have it around my house. Thank God. All right, guys, and give it a stir. I'm gonna add just a little bit of salt. Let's taste it. Yeah, just a little bit of salt. About this much of salt. And then I'm gonna add the butter. I'm gonna put my hot pepper on here, my Scotch bonnet. I'm gonna allow this to cook. And once everything is nice and tender, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right, guys, here is our fabulous soup joumou. It is delicious, guys. You would not even know that there's no meat in here. I will also enjoy it with a nice piece of Haitian bread, of course. This is for all my vegans, my vegetarians. You must try it. Until next time, please like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe.